And the Chronicles, or what you call time, is a book. And every man has the book of his time before God. And in that book are everything you're taught, everything you've ever done is registered in the Chronicles of Joel Ogebe, the Chronicles of Solomon, the Chronicles of Emmanuel. Your Chronicles have the time of your life. So if he tells you your past has been wiped away, so why is your mind storing what God has deleted? There are thoughts and imaginations, man of God, that can rise against the knowledge of God. Handwritings written, and he assures you that they have been blotted out. But Satan tells you those handwritings remain. Because even though the Almighty blotted it out, I still keep the record. So Satan too, in darkness, has his own book of records. It's called the Book of Death. That book has no good to your name. Never. The book in Satan's hand has no good to your name. The chronicles of your life in the kingdom of darkness only contains every negative thing you've done. That's why Satan is called the accuser, because he also reads from a book. David, knowing this, he said, against you have I sinned. Only against you. So Satan cannot use your past against you. You are no longer a slave, because even though it's still in Satan's book, whose report will you believe? God say it has been deleted. Satan say it remains. Whose report will you believe? So the angels say, Satan, the Lord rebuke you. The Lord is against what you profess. The Lord is against your testimony, because the blood of the Lamb has given us a new testimony. So now the question is, from whose book are you educated? From whose book do you read? Because the book you read from will determine the experience you will live under. Satan will never accord goodness to your name. Satan is not there to encourage you for doing good. No, he's called the accuser. So littered in his book are the wickedness of your life, the wickedness of my life. The things that God has deleted that I did 10 years ago, Satan still has them. He still has them recorded. And if you don't know how to stand sure in the liberty wherein Christ has made you free, Satan will come and minister from that book to you. And then what will happen is that you will no longer be bold enough to come before the throne of grace, to obtain mercy and find grace. So you will think you're running away from God will help you find righteousness. How can you find forgiveness outside the presence of God? But that's what Satan makes you feel. He makes you feel if you can run away, it's a sign that don't worry, you will find forgiveness outside God, then you will come back to God as perfect. No. The day you run out of light, you will no longer experience the things of life. But when the books of the divine are opened, there is another book that is also open. It's called the Lamb's Book of Life. God, I wish you can see the vision of these things I speak about. The Lamb's Book of Life are for those who have been separated, made holy on account of Christ. Their name has been removed from the book of the chronicles of the times of men, the lives of men, into the book of the Lamb. And what the book of the Lamb has is the good testimonies about your life. The Lamb's book has no wickedness there. It has no malice there. It doesn't keep record of your fault, because what does love do? It covers what? So it's a book washed in blood, dipped in blood. And when that book is open, only the things that the blood allows to come out, those are the things that God will read. And those are the testimonies of goodness about you, so you can overcome by the words of your testimony. The testimony written in the Lamb's Book of Life. So books are open, and those books that were open that the prophet saw were also the books of death. Books of death were there. Books of time was there. Then the book of life was there. So when books were open, the Bible says a book was open. And anyone whose name was not found, we don't care what religion you claim to be. If your name is not found as a possession of the Lamb, you'll be called to judgment. And then, trust me, you on your own cannot advocate for yourself. Because the devil is a spirit being that has all the wrongs of your life carefully documented. In this will the sentencing of the unbeliever be. But because your name and my name are in the Lamb's book of life, the Bible says we've escaped the judgment and we've passed from death into life. Tell your neighbor, do you have the gate pass? Do you have the gate pass of the Lamb? Passed from death unto life because of what the Lamb, the great high priest, has done for us, has done for you. So the question is, from whose book do you read? Yes, we know you gossip. Yes, we know you fight. But from whose book do you read? Shalema nasaka branta leba manamai.